Hey, field agents. Today, you're here with the FBI. I just received my sub for the Shanlines. I wanted to make a quick video on sub leveling. The quickest way to leveling your sub up. Alright, first I want you to get a Princess U, and we're going to use her because her skill book for the 75%. Then this works better early on in the game, but even later in the game you still use it for the subs. The second skill, gold production and construction. The gold production you'll use forever, even at later in the game, making the T14s, 15s, healing, building. The construction, until even after you K40, until you get your subs K40. It'll save you in skips. Then down here, extra gold. Those I just leave on there. Mostly I only use her when I'm using my skips, but alright. So that's the setup for that. But then I'm going to go up here and show you some other things. We want to use the King's Axe. None of the refining attributes does anything for any of the weapons. But only the King's Axe you'll find the basic attributes on the third line item. 25%. Now you'll also notice, I believe the red dragon axe, it'll also give you the same thing. But it costs more materials for the same benefit. For what we're using it for, the Kings will give you the same benefit, less materials. Not be wasteful. Next, I want you to use arch armor, courageous or leadership, doesn't matter. I like siege. Nobody on my server really hit me, and I only use her during non-PvP times. So I just use courage by random. What is important here is the refining attributes. So any arch armor, and then you're going to refine the bottom. Refine the bottom 20 to 25%. And just lock in anything in the top 5s. Shoes didn't matter. I just locked in anything. I just put a pair of shoes on that I had that were trash. The helmet is going to be just like your chest armor was. Any arch gear helmet will work. The only thing that matters here is going to be the refining attributes. Kind of went a little slack on one. I done used enough gems. Plus I had that one that was 25, so I kind of balanced it. I was happy with the 80 average for my 4. Same on the legs. The top didn't matter. It was the bottom we were looking for. I got the 80 average. Which was what I was looking for. Which I believe this one was 81 or 82. Now down on this ring, you want the Fearless Dragon ring because it had the construction speed. You can do this in the Kings, but the refining on the bottoms aren't the same. This one, you're looking at 20 to 15. On the King's gear, you're looking at 10 to 15. So a little bit extra resources, and you're on the upper end of the scale. Where you're looking at a 60 average, where on the King's gear, you're pushing it to get on the 40 to 45. So I took the 35 on the top, and the 60, 62 I got on the bottom. Which, putting all this together, we're going to go and put on the sub. For a grand total 922. The most efficient martel was the first one I'm showing you. Take the 100 here and no construction. This is more of a mid-range. You do this 35 and then the 60 average, where the first one has no construction and a 85, 87 average. But to me, I wanted to push this because this is where my T15s are. But take it on the troops, 1,020%. And now, because these build constantly, it's more important than the construction. So we'll just come down here. And switch them out. And before the next battlefield, switch them back out with the barbarian. I actually have training gear on, or he's got civ gear on, but he's got it confused. All right. Well, I hope this helps you, and but that's the quickest way to leveling up your sub-cities. And like I said, we want to get those percents up on your building the troops, and for any kind of city buildings you're doing. Till next time, FBI out.